Everyone, good morning. Welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Thanks so much for joining us here on this Wednesday morning. Let's get right to the weather, though, with Nicole Hernandez filling in for meteorologist Thomas Patrick today. So, Nicole, what does the weather have in store for us? It's a little chilly out, but really pretty warm for the season.
It's not terrible out right now, and it's pretty mild as well. Nothing crazy is really happening out there. This is a live look over Riverfront Park. Of course, it's so dark. The sun isn't rising for another hour and a half. To be specific, an hour and 28 minutes. So we still have quite a bit of dark to get through before the sun comes up. But even when the sun does come up, we're not really going to see it. So I don't know. It's calm today, but it's gloomy. It's just kind of a black gray winter day. 32 degrees right now here in Spokane. Across the region, some spots dipping down into the 20s like Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint. Most of us cloudy. North Idaho a little bit less cloudy, and we talk about that more in just a few minutes.
Continuing coverage this morning, KREM 2 learned the names of the two people shot and killed in North Spokane on Friday night. The Spokane County Medical Examiner identified them as 37-year-old Colton Russell and 23-year-old Kira Morgan Wieland. Police found the two people after responding to multiple gunshots. The Major Crimes Unit is currently investigating.
Residents in North Spokane had to evacuate their homes yesterday due to a gas leak. Woodridge Elementary School also was sheltering in place during that time. Spokane Fire Department says that a gas line was hit while fiber optic work was being done. The department says that no one was injured and repairs were made to the gas line last night.
Happening today, North Idaho College board members called for a special meeting. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones live in Coeur d'Alene right now. So Brandon, why was this meeting called? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tim. Well, as you know, there's been a lot of back and forth with the college, the board, and just overall a long year in terms of just trying to figure out what the future looks like for North Idaho College. But this meeting today was called likely because of the school president, Nick Swain, suing North Idaho College. A 24-hour notice was sent out just before 5 p.m. yesterday, and there's just one key item on the agenda. It states new business with action to grant authority to the board chair to direct litigation at the request of counsel. In Swain's lawsuit against the college, he's asking the court to compel the college to turn over an investigative report that has been at the center of debate on the Board of Trustees. According to our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press, that petition was filed on November 17th, alleging that NIC violated Idaho public record laws by denying Swain's request for a copy of the report, which he says involves allegations against him by another employee at the college. A hearing in that case is set for later this week on December 15th, and it appears the board and council have been aware of a potential lawsuit since March. Tonight's meeting begins at 6 p.m. and because it's a special business meeting, there won't be any public comments taken. Again, that meeting does begin at 6 p.m. tonight. If there's any new updates, any new information that comes from that meeting, we of course will keep you updated and informed across all of our platforms. But for now, reporting live in Coeur d'Alene, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Yesterday, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met with lawmakers and President Biden in Washington. He's asking for more aid in the war against Russia. President Biden voiced support for Ukraine and urged lawmakers to act. But some lawmakers say that moving a bill through Congress before the holidays is impossible.
Congress needs to pass a supplemental funding for Ukraine before they break for the holiday recess, before they give Putin the greatest Christmas gift they could possibly give him.
Our first condition on any national security supplemental spending package is about our own national security first.
Some Republicans suggested Ukraine enter peace negotiations with Russia that include giving up territory. But Ukraine's president dismissed those calls as, quote, insane. In the meantime, today, President Biden will meet with families of Americans who were taken hostage by Hamas. CBS's Jared Hill has the latest from New York.
Overnight in Jerusalem, crowds marched through rainy streets demanding Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu do more to free hostages.
We would like them to go to negotiation immediately. There isn't any time.
Today, President Biden is set to meet with the families of Americans taken by Hamas, one day after Biden took his toughest stance yet on Israel's handling of the war, saying at a fundraiser there's no question about the need to take out Hamas. But Biden warned Israel is losing international support because of the, quote, indiscriminate bombing of Gaza. Overnight, an Israeli airstrike killed nearly 10 people. The bombs hitting a few hundred yards from a CBS News producer sheltering in one of the so-called safe zones in southern Gaza. The same day, the 193-member UN General Assembly voted overwhelmingly for a ceasefire.
In the name of humanity, I ask you all once again, stop this violence now.
The U.S., Israel, and 8 other countries voting against, arguing anything longer than a temporary pause would be dangerous.
Dangerous to Israelis, who would be subject to relentless attacks, and also dangerous to Palestinians, who deserve the chance to build a better future for themselves, free from Hamas.
The UN ceasefire resolution is non-binding, but seen as a barometer of the world's opinion. Jared Hill, CBS News.
The time now is just about 6:07. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. This morning, you may see more police officers and state troopers on Washington roads. Today, law enforcement agencies will have an increased presence for the holidays. Extra patrols will be in effect through January 1st. The Washington Traffic Safety Commission says 740 people have died on state roads last year. More than half involved drugs and/or alcohol. We'll take a look at your screen here. Video captures an extremely close call between 2 semi-trucks. The crash happened on Highway 18 near Tiger Mountain around 4 a.m. yesterday morning. So the highway was closed for hours and it caused a huge mess because one of the semis spilled eggs onto the roadway. So troopers say they don't think the driver was impaired and no one was seriously hurt. Well, tonight, the Spokane Chiefs take on the Seattle Thunderbirds. The game is at the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. The puck drops at 7:05 tonight. And then take a look at this. If you're not looking at your screen, you don't want to miss it. A skier captured the moment a black bear sprinted right in front of him at a resort in South Lake Tahoe. It comes within inches of the person recording. And yeah, that is quite scary. You're like, wait, was that a raccoon? Oh, wait, no, that's bigger. Whoa. The bear was like, I'm just trying to cross the road, bro. Like, leave me alone.
I have places to go.
That's a look at your morning rush.
Tim, is that a raccoon? Oh no. That's awesome. I did see that actually yesterday on social media and I was like, oh wow, that some of those don't even look real, but that's crazy. Okay, anyways, talk about weather. Right now we are cloudy. We have a really gloomy day ahead for us. We've been gloomy the past few days, so it's nothing really crazy or different, but we've got this nice haze over the entire region really that's keeping the sun away. Even though the sun's not up yet, when it does come up, we are going to deal with that cloud cover. Some of the clouds might be settling a little bit low this morning, and with some of our close to freezing or freezing temperatures, we could see a chance for some drizzle that might freeze. So just be cautious of that on your morning commute if you do notice some drizzle there. As we look forward to the rest of the day, your best chance at sunshine is going to be over North Idaho. You can see earlier this morning till like 1 today, we see some breaks in the clouds over North Idaho. For the rest of us, we stay under cloud cover, and then come Thursday, that cloud cover just rebuilds even stronger than it is today, and then we end up with this band of moisture over the west side, and I'll talk about how close that gets to us and when we potentially see that coming up in just a few minutes.
Welcome to the Carol Sing!
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. Tonight, join me and several other hosts at Life Center for a Christmas tradition, the Carol Sing. So get ready to sing in the Christmas season. We'll be singing carols, reading Christmas stories, and playing festive games. Tonight, I will be hosting this fun event for the whole family, so put on your loudest sweater, pile everyone in the car, and come over the river and through the woods for the most ridiculous amount of Christmas fun you can possibly have. Again, it's happening tonight at 7 at Life Center, which is right off of Government Way in Spokane.